When was the last time you saw a reel or a TikTok that just made you immediately want to go to Amazon and hit that 2-day shipping? This happens all the time, especially with books. When we see a young woman talking about how a book has emotionally destroyed them, or the main male character is extremely attractive, and then we immediately hit add to cart. That same video causes thousands, sometimes even millions of people to buy that book. That's not luck, that's marketing, but not the kind of marketing most people think of. Today, I want to answer a simple question. What is marketing? And to do that, I'm going to show you how a corner of the internet called Book Talk is completely rewriting the rules. At its core, marketing is about connecting a product with people in a way that creates value and demand. Traditionally, that meant advertisements, billboards, and big budget campaigns. But Book Talk shows us something different. Marketing today isn't just about selling, it's about feelings and emotions. On Book Talk, you won't see polished commercials. You will see people sobbing, screaming, crying, sometimes even throwing their books across the room because of a plot twist. And somehow that works better. Why? Because it's real. When someone says, "This book has broken me," it doesn't feel like a sales pitch. It feels like a recommendation from a friend. And people trust that because that emotional connection is what drives people to buy. There are books that were published years ago, completely forgotten, that suddenly became bestsellers again. Not because of ads, not because of publishers, but because somebody posted a video about how they felt and it went viral. One video can reach millions of people overnight. Think about that, millions. In the past, it took months of planning and huge budgets to get that kind of attention. Now it takes one relatable moment. But Book Talk isn't just about viral videos, it's about creating a niche community. Readers connect with each other. They share recommendations, reactions, and even inside jokes. It becomes more than just buying a book. It becomes belonging to a community. And this is where marketing has changed the most. Instead of talking at people, brands and authors have to engage with them. The most successful authors today aren't just writers. They're a part of the community, building each other up. Another thing Book Talk has changed is how books are presented. People create cozy reading setups like this, aesthetic visuals, and thin videos that makes books look like something you would want to be a part of. Publishers have even redesigned covers to look better, like sprayed on edges. That's just how powerful the shift is. It's changing the product itself. Let me show you an example. This is my first copy of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Pretty basic, right? It was published, I forgot when, like in the early 2020s. The book became so huge because of TikTok that it got a complete new redesign with the sprayed edges. If you open up this bad boy, look at this. Beautiful. Even the front covers. This is marketing. But what does that tell us about marketing? Marketing isn't just advertising. It's not just selling a product. It's about creating value and connecting people to products in a way that actually fits their needs and desires. On a bigger level, this connects to something called macro marketing, which looks at how marketing impacts society as a whole. Book Talk, is a perfect example of this. It's not just helping individuals sell, it's influencing what entire groups of people read, how trends spread, and even how publishing industries operate. Marketing also plays a major role in the economic system. It helps move products from producers like authors and publishers to consumers like me, a regular reader. Without marketing, even the best books might go unnoticed. Book Talk is speeding up that process, making it faster and more efficient by connecting the right books with the right audience almost instantly. And that leads to another key concept: market segmentation. Not every book is for everyone, and that's all right. Marketing works best when it targets specific groups of people based on their interests. On Book Talk, you'll see different communities around genres like romance, fantasy, mystery, thriller, romantasy, and so on. Each group shares content that speaks directly to what they enjoy. That segmentation is happening in real time. So when a fantasy lover recommends a book to other fantasy lovers, it's not random. It's a highly targeting marketing, even if it doesn't feel like it. In a world full of chaos and ads, people are constantly being told what to buy. Recently, I was scrolling and came across this book. It is called You Are But Dust. It was a somewhat dark gothic experience with mental illness. The video made the book sound so alluring and dark, something that will stay on my mind for weeks. It sounded so good that, of course, I immediately bought it, only to realize that it has only around 1K reviews on Goodreads. So that means it's not actually very popular yet. But that is the powering of Book Talk. And book talk does more than tell people. It shows them how to feel, and that feeling spreads. So next time you see someone crying over a book or raving about the hot main character, just remember, you might not be watching a reaction. You might be watching one of the most powerful forms of marketing in the world right now. Thank you.